Hello again, Mike Lapatino here. Story time with Lappy. Here's my Storytime book. I'm going to open it up, and who do I see in the Storytime book? And this was this was another highlight in my life, I'll tell you. And that's when I got to hang out with Jack Bruce, the late Jack Bruce, incredible man. And he was performing at a dinner theater in New Jersey. And I was at that time at WPLR, I guess it was in the late 80s, maybe early 90s. I'm thinking maybe 89, 90. I was doing a show on Psychedelic Sunday, which I first got hired for at WPLR before I did afternoons. Psychedelic Sunday was a Sunday show that ran from 9 in the morning till noon. I did it every Sunday, and it was, and for any radio people watching, it was free form. I bought in all my own music. There's not too many disc jockeys out there that had this kind of opportunity that are still around today to be able to do that. And at that time, the Wigmaster was our boss, and he hired me to do that, only because we just started talking about music. We're about the same age. He's a little older. And we were on the same level with the music of the 60s and 70s, rock, not top 40, but deep rock. So Cream obviously was a huge band with us. And my first concert I ever saw was Staples High School, 1968. I was in the 8th grade, and Cream performed there. But anyway, back to Cream. So when I had an opportunity to get Jack Bruce to come in on the show, part of the deal was I had to go pick him up in New Jersey. He and his manager. So I said, okay, no problem. Got into the family station wagon and drove down to New Jersey. But nonetheless, so I went down there to pick him up, and he and his manager, he was expecting a limousine. I said, hey, sorry, the only thing I got was my Volvo wagon, but I'll drive you back to New Haven. And he was fine with it. He had an incredible temper. He was an angry guy. And for a lot of legitimate reasons, which would probably bore you, but it was because of the record business back in the 60s, how they ripped off a lot of artists, not all of them, but in his particular case. So there we were, we're driving over the George Washington Bridge, Jack's sitting next to me, his manager's in the back, we're smoking a joint, and I go, here I am, and he's talking about Clapton and Ginger, Baker, and just kind of bullshitting. And here I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm in the family station wagon, where my kids usually sit in the back, with Jack Bruce smoking a joint, talking about Eric Clapton like we're all buddies, And the last time I saw Jack was, and I don't know if we can put up this picture, but it's a picture of my friend Lardass, John LaBarca, who was a disc jockey, Jack Bruce, Vernon Reid, and me, and this is backstage at the Stones, 1989, backstage at the Stones, Steel Wheels tour, and we were all kind of hanging out together, having a good time, watching. And here I am, standing next to Jack Bruce, watching the Rolling Stones. It's like, who's better than me? There was nobody at that point. It was such a memorable time. And then Vernon Reid, also another story too. When they first came up to see that, to play at Toad's Place, that's another story because I got pictures of Vernon and his old bass player Mo Skillings, and book's got a lot of memories. So we'll see you next time. All right, that's the Jack Bruce story.